High school. I'm Dave Harrison with the KSL Sports Rewind. Tonight's Region 3 matchup between Lehi and Lone Peak should be a good one. Some of the top players in the state in this ballgame. Ashton Schul, the 6'4 junior for Lehi, is second in 6A in scoring, averaging 23 points a game. And Crew Fotheringham and Saxon Young both averaging over 17 points a game, and both can shoot the deep ball. So should be a good game tonight. We welcome you in. And Lehi controls. Tillman Hewish holds out front, works against his own defense. Turnout jumper, Tuck Howe knocks it down. And Lehi on top, 2-zip, just underway. Saxon Young, it's Cole Caton. Caton holds up top to Broadhead. Over to Brimhall. Up top, Caton. Saxon Young open for three. He'll shoot it. Shot off the side of the iron. Broadhead up high for the rebound. Turns, spins, and Tuck Howe ties him up. So a good defense there. Tuck Howe reaches in, gets a hold of all ball. And because Lehi won the opening tap, Lone Peak has the ball here. Young set to inbound. They look for Broadhead. They go into the corner. Caton pump fakes, shot off the glass, no, rebound fought for on the floor. It looks like Young and Rosenloff. So another jump ball, this time it goes back to Lehi. So 2-zip, Lehi on top, just underway, 7:19 here left in this first quarter. Lehi comes in 6-9 overall, 1-1 in region play. Backdoor cut by Rosenloff. Nice pass from Schul, and Lehi jumps out to a 4-zip lead. Lone Peak 2-1 in region play. Now Crew Fotheringham, one of the outstanding juniors that Lone Peak has on the floor, tries to drive in, and he's fouled. So first team foul on Lehi. That foul goes against Trevor Anderson. So Caton looks down. They've got Fotheringham up to Broadhead. Nice pass, shot, no. Rebound fought for. And Tuck Howe comes down with it. Hewish for the Pioneers into the front court. Gets a pick from Howe. They go left side. Trevor Anderson for a long one. Off the back of the iron, Tuck Howe knocks it out of bounds. And already physical basketball here tonight. We'll see how the officials call it. 6:37 left here in the first. Lone Peak yet to score. Saxon Young, third and 6-8-3, gets the ball stolen away. Hewish all by himself goes down, and he's fouled from behind by Saxon Young. And an and one. Lehi takes a 6-0 lead. Tillman Hewish, the 6'1 senior guard, does a nice job and has a chance to put Lehi up 7-zip to start this one. Shot, no. Rebound, Fotheringham. So Lone Peak, Fotheringham brings it up against Nate Rosenloff. Dribbles behind the back, between the legs. Goes all the way to the baseline. Turnaround jump shot. Sweet shot. Smooth right there. 6-2. Lone Peak on the board. Rosenloff's got the ball, leaves it to Tuck Howe. Perfect pass, and he lays it in. Down court, Logan Brimhall. Saxon Young up top to Fotheringham. He works against Anderson. Backs it up. Goes over to the corner. Caton almost has it stolen. Saxon Young now 20 on the shot. Crossover on Hewish into the lane, all the way to the basket. Switches hands midair. Count it, and a foul. What a shot. That's the way to take it stronger to the basket. So Lone Peak, chance to cut the lead to 3 on that acrobatic shot by Saxon Young. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account. 2.7% annual yield on your account balance and 1% cash on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. Shot no good on the free throw. And Ashton Schul Leading scorer for the Pioneers comes down to the rebound. Hewish handles up top. Rosenloff averages 12.6 rebounds and 5 assists. Does it all for Lehi. Tries to drive on Fotheringham. Step back off the glass. What a shot. That's old-fashioned. 10-4, Lehi on top. 5 minutes left here in the first. Fotheringham into the lane to Saxon Young. He drives, scoops the broadhead. Corner Caton. He goes to the basket on Rosenloff. Pump fakes twice. Shot no. Rebound Tuck Howe, and he's fouled by Broadhead coming over the back. So second team foul. Broadhead picks up his first. And Hewish looks for Schul. Schul drives baseline, goes strong, lay it up and in. He went right into the chest of Fotheringham, and Fotheringham wisely stayed put. Schul got the basket up and in. Now Fotheringham tries to answer. He goes right to the front of the rim and he scores. 12-6, 4:20 left, and a steal on the inbound by Saxon Young, and he gets a basket. So 12-8. That was a quick 4 points for Lone Peak. Schul picked up by Caton. Schul's got some serious range too. He can shoot it from just about anywhere. So you would expect Lone Peak to stay tight on him. He looks for the shot, looks for the pick, gets it, gets to the free throw line, leans in, knocks it down. Schul starts out hot, 14-8. Pretty good pace to this basketball game early. Lone Peak down 6. 3:35 left in the first quarter. Fotheringham left side. Logan Brimhall, who had a fantastic game against Skyridge. Broadhead up top. Can't find Saxon. Finds him now. Steps back, crosses over. Hewish does a nice job defensively. Saxon tries to spin, tries to go baseline. No foul called. Brimhall with it up top. Goes left side now. Fotheringham drives, shoots. And shot no good, but a foul. So 3:11 left here in the first quarter, 14-8. Waddup's Insurance Agency. Well, we all love spending time supporting our high school teams. Waddup Insurance Agency is the team that will support and protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Waddup's Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. So Fotheringham knocks down the first free throw, second one up and in. 14-10. Good one here early. Both teams. All right, and there's a timeout on the floor, so Lehi will take a 30-second timeout. We'll take this break and be right back. Welcome back into Lehi High School. 3:06 left here in the first quarter. Lehi with a 14-10 lead over Lone Peak. Lone Peak basketball on the KSL Sports Rewind Network is brought to you with support from Cranston Handyman, Cutie Lash Studios, Enzi, Happier Wealth, Houston Hot Chicken, Revere Health Imaging, and Eli Sless from State Farm Insurance. We appreciate all of their sponsorships. So Lehi, after the quick timeout, they'll inbound the ball. Tillman Hewish, the senior guard, 6'1", goes right side into the ballgame for the first time. Isaac Smith, ball's taken away. Saxon Young, he's on the run. Step through, tries to spin it up off the backboard, can't get it. Rosenloff now, Schul down court by himself, and he throws one down. Great defense leads to an easy basket, and Lehi up 16-10. Jaden Hughes in for the first time. Brimhall, three in the corner, no. Rebound, Broadhead up high. He looks to back down Smith, kicks it back out to Fotheringham now. Guarded by Rosenloff. Spins at the free throw line. Leaves it down to Broadhead. Ball's knocked away. Isaac Smith, good job defensively for Lehi. And Ashton Schul bring it up. Lehi up 16-10, 2:06 left here in the first quarter. Schul, hesitation move, goes strong, and fouled on the dunk attempt from behind by Broadhead. And Schul just kind of lulled him to sleep and then went by him. Strong move, and he'll get 2 free throws. We saw Schul the other night against Skyridge, and he hit from everywhere. So he averages 22, got over 33s already this year, and hits his first free throw. Tuck Howell back in. Isaac Smith takes a seat. Did a pretty good job while he was in. Second free throw's up and good. Lehi takes an 18-10 lead with 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Saxon Young, 3rd and 6-8 3-point shooting, leaves it for. Now Brimhall comes up with it. Fotheringham for 3, can't convert. Rebound Rosenlaw. Hewish down court for Howe, and Saxon Young with another steal. That's his second. Picks up the dribble. Fotheringham works up top on Schul. Now to Saxon Young for 3. Knocks it in. Effortless shot there. So Crew Fotheringham with a nice pass there. And smooth shooting. Saxon Young knocks it down. Hewish now works against the man defense. Gets a pick. Goes all the way to the basket. Left-hand layup. Count it. And a foul. Skylar Andrioli in for Lone Peak and picks up the foul, and Lehi going strong to the basket. So Hewish a chance to convert. 3-point play. Derek Yeager, the senior guard, into the ball game for the first time for Lehi. And Trevor Anderson takes a break. Griffin Reed tried to come into the game, but he's coming in for the shooter. And the free throw's good. So Tillman Hewish does a nice job, goes strong to the basket, converts a 3-point play, and Lone Peak trails now 21-13 with the ball, a minute 12 left in this opening quarter. Caton, left side Fotheringham. Swarmy defense by the Pioneers, and Fotheringham throws the ball out of bounds. Looked like he thought Jaden Hughes was going to move down onto the angle, and the ball just sails out of bounds. So unforced turnover there, and Lehi gets the ball back. Chance to go up by double digits. So Schul to Rosenloff. Rosenloff works against Brimhall. Gets to a cutter, shot blocked, knocked out of his hand. That was Derek Yeager. He goes to Griffin Reed. Reed to Schul. He's open. 3. Yes. Really, anywhere past half court, he's open. He's shooting. What a good looking shot. Jaden Hughes out top. Cole Caton. Caton averages 6 points tonight. Leaves it to Fotheringham. Rosenloff defends. Fotheringham tries to push into the lane. Leaves it underneath. And the block shot is swatted. Hughes gets the rebound. Ball's knocked off of his leg out of bounds. And Lehi's got it back up 11 with 12 seconds left here in this first quarter. So Hewis and Anderson come back into the ball game for this last possession for Lehi. Well, they've looked outstanding here on offense. So Schul's going to have it. Jaden Hughes picks him up. Oh, and he throws it out of bounds. He thought that Tillman Hewish was going to look at him and then get it back. Hewish went to back cut and throws it out of bounds. So 10 seconds left. And Lone Peak a chance. Jaden Hughes, Cole Caton works against Hewish, pushes in Fotheringham. Ball knocked away by Rosenloff. Fotheringham with 1 second. Pulls, shoots from deep, and shot no. So at the end of the first quarter, Lehi up 24-13. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back into Lehi High School. I'm Dave Harrison with the KSL Sports Rewind Network. And tonight, Lehi and Lone Peak battle in Region 3 play. Both teams with a single loss in Region play to American Fork. And the hot shooting Lehi Pioneers come out behind Shule, and they take the 11-point lead. So Lone Peak starts with the ball, Brimhall. Fotheringham up top. They go down to Broadhead. He pump fakes, goes up, strong, shot no. Rebound, Brimhall there to put it back up and in. So Logan Brimhall gets his first basket of the night. And Lone Peak cuts it to single digits. Hewish for Lehi to Shule. And again, Shule with all sorts of range. Saxon Young almost with another pick. Rosenloff down low to Tuck Howe. He hesitates and he's tied up by Fotheringham. Lehi retains possession. So 17 seconds on the shot. 7:26 left here in this first half. Tillman Hewish will inbound. Ball up top. Anderson for a deep three. Shot around and in. Off the front of the basket. Now Broadhead tries to answer all the way down court, and the ball's knocked away from behind by Tuck Howe. Trevor Anderson with some soft touch on that one. It hit the front of the iron, hit the backboard, and then dropped through. So 27-15, Lehi on top. Lob pass to Fotheringham on the out-of-bounds play, and he's fouled. So I expect he'll get... No, they're not going to give it to him on the shot. They're going to say it was a pass only, so they get the ball out of bounds. First team foul on Lehi this quarter. Try to get the ball to Fotheringham. Picked up by Anderson. Looks for a pick. Doesn't get one. Forces his way into the lane. Just bully ball there. All the way to the basket, and Lone Peak. 27-17, they trail with 7 minutes left here in the first half. Tuck Howe holds the free throw line. He'll shoot. Shot off the glass and in. Saxon Young works. Step back. In the corner. Brimhall in rhythm. Shot no. Rebound Hewish. Lehi with a 10-point lead. Rosenloff goes in. A little floater in the lane. Shot no good. Rebound crew Fotheringham. Fotheringham averages 6 rebounds a night. He'll step through. Acrobatic shot no. Rosenloff. Lehi on the run. All the way to the basket. Floater off the glass. No. Rebound. Broadhead knocks it away. Fotheringham comes up with it. Saxon Young pushes into the front court. He looks for a pick. Hesitation move. Scoop shot. Yes. Saxon Young, one of the top scorers at 6A. Hits another one. And under 6 minutes left here in the first half. 29-19, Lehi with the lead. Zone defense by Lone Peak. Shule looks to drive behind the back. Leaves it for Tuck Howe underneath. Shot no good. Rebound fought for. And Broadhead comes out to Young. Saxon pulls for deep. Shot off the front of the iron. Rosenloff averages 6 rebounds a night. All the way down quarter, Trevor Anderson. He's open. Misses this time. Cole Caton rebounds. Averages 5 points a night for Lone Peak. Dribbles into the front court with the left hand. Looks to get the offense set against the man defense by Pioneers. Rosenloff on Caton up top to Saxon Young. 15 on the shot. Saxon backs it out. They get reset again. Under 10 now. Saxon looks up top for Fotheringham. He's got it. 5 on the shot. Left side Caton. He'll drive. Hangs, shoots. Shot no. Gets his own rebound off. No good. Brimhall now. And he misses. Hewish comes down with it. And a timeout on the floor. Lehi with a 10-point lead. So we'll take a break and be back after these messages. 4:41 left here in the first half at Lehi as the Pioneers lead the Lone Peak Knights 29-19 behind hot shooting from Ashton Shule. Trevor Anderson's hit a 3 as well. So Lone Peak down 10 Sets up to play some defense. Griffin Reed hands it to Schul. Schul looks for the Yeager. Yeager fumbles. Now a nice pass. No look to Isaac Smith, and he lays it up and in. Down court, ball's knocked away by Reed. Well, Lone Peak retains possession, 31-19 the score, 4:21 left in the first half. Saxon Young looks to get it in. Goes to Wes Kappel's into the game for the first time tonight. He's got the ball in the wing left. They look down low. Brimhall's got it, goes up strong, and he's called for the travel. It looked like he might have had the ball kind of knocked out of his hands and he shuffled his feet. So good defense there from Lehi. And they've got the ball up 12, 4:08 left in the half. So Schul immediately double teamed. The ball's knocked away from Griffin Reed out of bounds by Fotheringham, and Lehi retains possession. Reed inbounds. Smith's got it. Back to Reed. Man defense by Lone Peak. Schul steps back. 3 off the iron. He is human. He missed one. Fotheringham with the ball. Lone Peak needs to find some rhythm offensively. Ball thrown away. Turnover on Wes Kappel. Drove in, tried to get it in the corner. It was picked off easily by Lehi, and they've got the ball back. Schul's looking for it. Rosenloff holds up top. They back out, get set. Yeager sets a pick for Schul. Schul gets it. Dribbles, spins, leans, shoots, no, tips it up and in. Great hustle there. Saxon Young now tries to answer, and a blocking call. Looks like that's on Yeager. So a good strong move by Saxon Young, and he's going to get 2 free throws, I believe. Just a second team foul on Lehi. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 2.7% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal, member FDIC. So Saxon hits the first. So 3:05 left. Lone Peak sends Cole Caton in, and Fotheringham will take his first rest of the night. Saxon Young misses a second. Schul with the rebound. Lehi looks to slow it down, gets that offensively. Griffin Reed works against Caton. Tries to get to the right side to Yeager. Can't get away from Caton. Now he gives it to Schul. Schul picked up by Jaden Hughes. This is a tough ask right here. Schul's a tough guard for anybody, so they do come out in the double team. Nearly gets the ball taken away. Griffin Reed back to Schul. Schul, high post, turnaround jump shot by Rosenloff is good. Rosenloff can do a little bit of everything for Lehi, and he puts them up 15, 35-20 with 2:20 left in the half. Saxon Young works against Rosenloff. Leaves for Caton. Left side, Brimhall goes strong. Step through, shot off the front of the iron. Count it, and a foul. And Brimhall with a really strong move to the basket. It looked like the ball was just going to hit the front of the iron, but had enough touch to crawl over the top and drop in. So the basket counts for Lone Peak. So 35-22 the score, and Brimhall tries to convert the three-point play. Rosenloff goes to the bench for Lehi. Brimhall shot no. Smith with the rebound. Over to Hewish. Into the front court. Lone Peak drops back into his zone. Yeager looks for Tuck Howell. High post. Can't find him. Back out to Hewish. They look left side to Shul. No. Kyle, free throw line jump shot. No. Rebound. Brimhall knocked away by Smith and a foul. Brimhall's fired up. So 4th team foul on Lehi. So Lone Peak will be shooting on the next foul. So 1:53 left here in the first half. Lone Peak down 13, 35-22. Just not able to really get anything going offensively. Young tries to go baseline, skips it over the left side. Caton, now they look for Brimhall, can't find him. Hughes up top, picked up by Howe. Throws it away into the corner, and it knocked away by Yeager. So Jaden Hughes kind of got away with one there. Inbounds to Saxon Young, 14 on the shot. Minute and a half left in the first half. Fotheringham underneath Brimhall, goes up strong, and he's knocked. Ball knocked away, and no foul. Shul comes up with it. Lehi with a 13-point lead, 1:15 left in the half. Lone Peak stays in the zone. Yeager left side. Back up top to Hewish, over to Shul. They rotate. Shul comes up top. 15 on the shot. Yeager over the top to Shul, and he's hit in the face by Caton. So first team foul on Lone Peak. And under a minute left here in the first half. Hewish looks for Shul. They find him. He's open. He drives. He hangs. He shoots. Shot. No, and a foul. Well, Shul, he doesn't need much room to get a shot off. And a foul called on Saxon Young, his second of the night. And that, I believe, is a 15th foul. Oh, excuse me, just the second team foul on Lone Peak. Shul hits a free throw. Looks for the second. Shot is good. 15-point lead again for Lehi, their biggest of the night. Saxon Young gets a pick for Fotheringham. Goes to him. Fotheringham on Hewish, 20 on the shot. Into the corner, open. Caton for three. Shot no. Rebound fought for. Brimhall comes up with it, knocks Hewish into the Gatorade basket. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Brimhall. Again, Brimhall, a little bit like a bull in a china shop. Physical, aggressive. I love his game. 33 seconds left in this first half. Lehi with the ball up 37-22. And they'll likely look for the last shot as the shot clock is off. We're under 30 now. And Hewish works front court against Andrioli, who's in. And we've got a foul underneath, it looks like, on Lehi. Hughes picks up the foul for Lone Peak, their third team foul. Up top, Rosenloff's got it. Works against Hughes, 20 on the shot. 20 in the half, so they're looking again for the last shot of the half. Rosenloff gives it to Hewish with 12 seconds. Now to Shul. Shul works right side. He's double teamed. Hewish open for three. Knocks it down. So Lone Peak doubled on Shul. Now the ball stolen almost by Hewish. But they doubled on Shul. He found the open shooter. And Lehi takes a 40-22 lead at the half. Good showing by Lehi. So we'll be back for the second half after this. School. 40-22 is our halftime score. Lehi with a big 18-point lead over Lone Peak. Lone Peak only had 3 players score in the first half. Saxon Young led the way with 10. Crew Fotheringham had 8, and Logan Brimhall chipped in 4. On the other side, Lehi really balanced, scoring all of their starters. 15 15, Ashton Schul led the way. 6 points for Tuck Howe, 6 points for Nate Rosenloff, 8 points for Tillman Hewish, and 3 for Trevor Anderson. So Lone Peak trying to figure out a way to get back into this ball game. Saxon Young to Fotheringham. See if they can't get Broadhead involved. Tuck Howe's done a nice job with him. Caton into the lane. Steps through. Right-hand layup. No. Rebound. Schul's got it on the run. Lehi with a big lead. Tillman Hewish. So just underway here in the third quarter. Lehi with the ball and a big lead. Tuck Howe throws up an air ball. Rosenloff saves it. 15 on the shot. Hewish drives against Fotheringham. He goes up, leaves it for Howe. Nice pass, and Howe converts. 20-point lead, the biggest of the night for Lehi. And again, Lone Peak just has not found a rhythm offensively. Caton in the corner. He's open for three. Can't convert. Hewish comes up with a rebound. So Schul open for deep. And a foul underneath. It looks like Tuck Howe got pushed from behind. So even though Lone Peak came up with a rebound, they're going to get a foul call against the Knights. 6:50 left here in the third quarter. So Cole Caton comes out. Jaden Hughes, 6'5" senior guard forward for Lone Peak, comes into the ball game. Tuck Howe looks for the back cutter. Ball gets thrown away. Saxon Young dives on the floor. He comes up with it. Hughes has got it for Lone Peak. Leaves it up top, Fotheringham. Schul picks him up. Dribbles, kicks into the corner. Broadhead dribbles it off his foot. Tuck Howe comes up with it. He goes down. Anderson, strong move in, and he's knocked out of bounds into the stands by Jaden Hughes, and that'll be a foul. So Lehi running away with this thing so far. Just unable to convert. They've had some open looks, but just hasn't been a lot of offensive movement, it doesn't look like. And Lehi's making them pay for not making open shots. So we'll see if Lone Peak can turn things around and come back. But so far, yet to score here in this second half. Step through by Schul. Count it, and he scores another one. And Lehi's fired up. Ashton Schul now with 17, looking for 18. Second leading scorer at 6A, and he's got a wide array of shots. Ashton Schul could shoot from anywhere, and nice handles, gets to the ball, and finishes strong. Lehi with a huge 23-point lead. 6:25 left here in this third quarter. Lone Peak trying to find something offensively. Saxon Young crosses over Hewish, goes all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. And Lone Peak's coach fired up, thinking there should have been an and one on that. He calls a timeout. So while he vents some frustration, we'll take a break with 13 left here in the third quarter. Welcome back to Lehi High School. I'm Dave Harrison with KSL Sports Rewind. Tonight's ball game, Region 3 matchup between Lehi and Lone Peak, and Lehi has been on fire. They've led this thing all the way. They had an 11-point lead after one, 18-point lead at halftime, and they've pushed that now to 21. Now all the way down court, Anderson wide open, and before he can get a shot off, there's a foul on the pass off. So Rosenloff caught the ball, got rid of it pretty quick, but Lone Peak fouled before the shot could be counted. So fourth team foul already on Lone Peak here in this third quarter, and only a minute 52 off the clock. So Lone Peak kind of in trouble. Underneath, Rosenloff misses a wide open layup. Saxon Young gets the rebound that was tapped over to him from Broadhead. So Saxon, one of only 3 players to score for Lone Peak, and now Broadhead called for the foul on the screen. So Lehi gets it back again, and that's the 5th team foul. So from here on out, the rest of this third quarter at least, Lehi is shooting free throws. Lone Peak now pressuring full court. Fotheringham knocks the ball out of bounds. We'll see how Lehi's press break looks. Schul inbound in front of the scorer's table. Hewish hounded by Saxon Young. Hughes comes over for the double team. Hewish escapes it. Rosenloff wide open up top. He'll shoot for three. Nothing but net. Everything going right for Lehi tonight. 24-point lead. Jade Hughes down low. He's fouled on this layup attempt by Schul. So Lone Peak will get free throws. But 5:34 left here in this third quarter. And again, Lehi running away with it. They've already outscored Lone Peak 8-2 here in this third quarter. Lone Peak's coaching staff's fired up. And a technical foul issued now on the Lone Peak bench. We'll see if that fires them up. Sometimes you got to try everything. So technical free throws. So it looks like Jaden Hughes will shoot his 2 free throws for Lone Peak with an empty lane. Then Lehi will get the 2 technical free throws and possession. So Hughes, the 4th night to score, his first free throw. Second one up and good. Well, we all love spending time supporting our high school teams. Waddup's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Waddup's Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. So Schul hits 1 of 2, and Lehi gets the ball back. Still, we're just 2.5 minutes into this third quarter. And Lehi with a big lead. Things getting a little bit chippy out there. Hewish gets the ball in. Goes left side, Tuck Howe. Now Schul out near midcourt. You might. Trevor Anderson now crosses over on Brimhall. Goes all the way to the basket. Over the top of Broadhead, and he scores the basket. 51-26, 5:15 left in the third. Lehi with a big lead. Fotheringham, hesitation move into the lane, shot off the glass, no. Tuck Howe, good job defensively. Now Hewish and Fotheringham go to the floor, and Fotheringham with a frustration foul. Things kind of boiling over for Lone Peak right now. And that's free throws on the other end for Lehi. Lone Peak basketball on the KSL Sports Rewind Network is brought to you with support from Cranston Handyman, Cutie Lash Studio, Enzi, Happier Wealth, Houston Hot Chicken, Revere Health Imaging, and Eli Slank from State Farm Insurance. So Hewish for Lehi. Knocks down the first. Second one good. 53-26. This is turning into a blowout. So Saxon Young is fouled by by Hewish. Saxon's kind of just put his shoulder into him, and he was moving backwards. He goes to the floor. Things are chipping up a little bit here between these two rival schools. Rosenloff picks up Fotheringham. Man-to-man defense by the Pioneers. Fotheringham spins in the lane. Ball's almost stolen. He's got it. Turn around, fade away. Got it. That's a beautiful shot there by Fotheringham. Just used his size and athleticism to open himself up there. Now Schul double team, skips it across. Now back to Anderson. Schul's got it. He drives in strong. Lefty shot blocked by Broadhead and a foul.
Schul to the line for 2 shots. That's his third foul.
Schul converts the first, looks to get to 20 points if he can knock down the second. On the other side, Lone Peak with just 4 players who've scored tonight. Hits a both, 4:33 left. And once again, a 27-point lead for the Pioneers. Saxon Young, Fotheringham, he drives in strong, leaves it for Broadhead, kicks it out to Brimhall for 3 from the wing, and he got it. Pretty good ball movement that time by the Knights. They need some more of that. Full court pressure now. Rosenloff works against Fotheringham. He gets all the way to the free throw line. Leaves it for Anderson. Strong drive with the right hand. Leaves it in. So anytime Lone Peak's had anything good happen, Lehi's answered. So Saxon Young goes hard into the stands, and he's fouled on the shot, so he'll get a couple of free throws. Perhaps the longest third quarter in the history of high school basketball. Saxon. Free throw good. Isaac Smith checks in. Tuck House takes a seat. And Saxon converts both. 57-33, 350. Schul pushes into the front court. It should have been called a travel. Got away with it. Backs it out. Broadhead comes out. Schul dribbles near midcourt. 340. Schul drives strong. Ball comes out, and they're saying it went off of Broadhead. So Lehi gets it back. Schul gets the inbound. Hughes guards him. He drives in, leaves it for Rosenloff. Beautiful pass. And goaltending on Broadhead as Rosenloff got that ball up on the backboard quick. So 3:34 left in the third quarter, and back up to a 26-point lead. Broadhead takes a seat. He's frustrated. Andrioli in for Lone Peak. Saxon Young tries to go to the corner. Ball stolen away by Anderson. Then it hits the sideline out of bounds, so Lone Peak gets it back. Fotheringham for the Knights, trying to get some momentum. Ball's knocked away from behind, stolen. Anderson's got it. They're on the run. He leaves it for Schul. Layup, good. Everything going right for the Pioneers. Hughes all the way to the basket, off the front of the iron. He's fouled on the dribble drive. .304 left here in this eternal third quarter. And Lehi's up 61-33. And Hughes trickles his free throw over the front of the iron in. Good. Second free throw, no good. Isaac Smith with the rebound. Hounded by Brimhall. No call. And finally a call on Brimhall. He's getting his money's worth, though. Brimhall, physical player.
Brimhall's second foul. Isaac Smith on the line, shooting two.
So 3 minutes left here in the third, 61-34. Lehi a chance to add to their lead. And good. Second one up and in. Jaden Hughes backdoor cut, jackknife shot at the rim, and he's fouled by Anderson. Nice pass. Saxon Young got it to Jaden cutting to the basket. Just not quite able to finish. But Jaden Hughes again, a nice strong move to the basket. And he's going to get a chance to shoot from free throws. First one no good. Tuckow in, Isaac Smith out. Smith, the 6'3" senior, does a nice job. And Hughes hits the second. 2:51 left in the third. Hewish, guarded by Young, gets it into the front court. Fotheringham knocks it to Young. All the way down to Andreoli. He goes in. Shot, no. Rebound. Put back. Reverse layup. That's an acrobatic move. And Jaden Hughes gets another bucket. So 63-37. 2.5 minutes left in the third. Hewish, double team. Gets it over to Schul. Lehi backs it out. Schul works against Young. Goes into the corner. Anderson pump fakes. Leaves it right side. Howell, right hand jump hook. Good. Lehi sharing the ball and scoring at will. 65-37. Saxon Young pump fakes from deep. Now he'll shoot it. Shot no good. Tuck Howell chases the rebound down. Rosenloff now to the front court. Works against Fotheringham. Ball's knocked away and a foul called on the reach. And I think they're going to get that foul call on Saxon Young. So Rosenloff unable to convert the first. (66-37) our score. 1:50 left in the third. Lehi blowing out Lone Peak. Fotheringham hits from up top. His first three of the night. He's one of the top three-point shooters in the state. Just unable to get open. Schul all the way down court. Anderson open three. Around, no good. Andreoli and Rosenloff battle for the rebound. Foul on Rosenloff, so Andreoli's going to get free throws. Rosenloff picks up his third. And we've been in the bonus since about 7:30, it feels like. Andreoli knocks down the first. Second one good. So Caden checks back in for Lone Peak, as does West Capel. Fotheringham and Young, top two scorers for the Knights, to the bench. So give them a break for the last minute and a half of the quarter. Schul inbounds it to Tuckow. Back to Schul at midcourt. He's bumped. Ball's knocked away. He comes up with it. Griffin Reed has the ball knocked away by Jaden Hughes. It goes out of bounds off of Lone Peak, and Lehi gets it back. So good effort defensively that trip for Lone Peak. See if they can keep this intensity up a little bit. They're going full court man. Rosenloff gets free. He drives in. Pump fake. Shot off the glass. No. And a foul. Capel picks up his first.
Eagles now on the line for 2 shots.
So 24-point lead for Lehi with 1:18 left in the third. When Rosenloff hits the first free throw. It's really crazy what you see in high school basketball games. Didn't expect to see this kind of a separation between these two teams. They're both really talented, good basketball teams. But, man, the momentum's been on Lehi's side tonight. They've been able to convert offensively, defensively, and Lone Peak just the opposite. So Fotheringham, nice move underneath with the left hand, and it goes. So back to 24-point separation. Under a minute now. Ball stolen. Nice play by Caton. And Lone Peak gets a couple of baskets real quick. 68-46. And they're going to call a foul on the inbounds. Jaden Hughes gets called for that one. So 68-46 our score. 55 seconds left here in the third. And Lehi at the free throw line again. Tuck Howell this time. Tuck had a nice first half. Had 6 points in the first. He's got a couple here in the second half. A chance to add to that total. So Lehi clears out of the lane for the second of two, and Tuck misses it. 50 seconds left in the third. Fotheringham against Schul. Great ball handler. It's kind of one-on-one. Ball knocked away. Schul, good job defensively. Tuck Howell dives on it. Fotheringham's got it, and they're going to call a jump ball. So Lone Peak gets the ball back. Oh, I'm sorry, Lehi. So 2-second difference between the shot and the play clock. 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Schul inbounds it to Rosenloff. He's double teamed, gets it out to Schul. Back to Howell, right side Reed. Into the corner Anderson. Back to Reed with 28 seconds. Howell, high post, turns, shoots, and scores. But again, great ball movement by the Pioneers. They're able to get the ball around the horn and find open shots. That extra pass makes all the difference. So Jaden Hughes behind the backboard, kicks it out to Andrioli for three, and he hits. So 5 seconds. Down to 2, 1, and that is the end. Oh, 0.2 seconds left, and looks like a violation on Lehi stepping on the out of bounds line. So 0.2 seconds, all Lone Peak has time for is a tap. They don't have time to catch and shoot. So expect some sort of a lob play at the rim. 71-49 our score. And they're double teaming Fotheringham. Now the official needs to step in and separate Fotheringham and Tuck Howell. But really, they've got to look for a lob play here to get the shot off before the end of the quarter. So Saxon Young now checks into the ball game for Lehi. Oh, so they've changed it now. There's 1.2 seconds left on the clock. So a chance for a catch and shoot for Lehi, or for Lone Peak. They lob it to Andrioli. What a great pass, but he's unable to convert. So beautiful setup there, but unable to convert, and Lehi with a massive lead. 71-49 at the end of 3. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this. Welcome back to Lehi High School. I'm Dave Harrison with the KSL Sports Rewind Network. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Lehi up 71-49, and They outscored Lone Peak 31-27 in that third quarter and had already led by 18 at the half. So while Lone Peak found a little rhythm offensively there in the third, they're unable to stop anything that Lehi's throwing at them. So Saxon Young swings it out up top, knocked away by Schul as things are underway here in the fourth. Broadhead back in for Lone Peak. Cole Caton, the Fotheringham, ball knocked away by Schul again. Twice Schul's tipped the ball out of bounds defensively guarding Fotheringham. And 18 on the shot. Lone Peak having a hard time getting into anything offensively. They did make a ton of free throws there in that third quarter. So up top, Caton. Pump fakes, leaves it for Brimhall. Brimhall has it stolen away by Schul. 2-on-1 to Anderson. Anderson goes all the way to the basket, off the glass, up and in. Running Pioneers, 73-49. 7:20 left in the ball game. Saxon Young for the Knights. Saxon leaves it to Crew Fotheringham. Dribbles out top, leaves it in the corner. Brimhall open for three. Shot, no. Rebound. Broadhead, right hand jump hook is good, and he gets onto the scoreboard for the first time tonight. So Lehi, seen enough of that. They're going to call timeout. We'll be back after this. Lehi High School, 6:54 left here in the ball game. Lehi with a big 22-point lead over Lone Peak, their Region 3 rival. Schul inbounds it. They go to Hewish. Hewish down court. Schul underneath Roseloff. He's open. Shot up. No good. Rebound. And they're going to call Broadhead for contact after the shot went up. He's not happy about that. And he really hasn't even played very much tonight because of foul trouble. And he comes out again after his fifth foul. So Jaden Hughes typically doesn't get this much burn. He's back in for Lone Peak. So frustrating night for Broadhead. 6'9" junior has to sit for the rest of the night. So Roseloff misses the first of two. Lehi just coasting here. They've been up by as many as 29. So he misses both. Saxon Young with a rebound. Skips it. Caton up to Fotheringham. Fotheringham drives into the lane. Left hand leans back to the right and lays it in. So down to 20. Wide open down court. Anderson, and he drops the ball. Loose on the floor. Fotheringham saves it to Hughes. Over to Saxon Young. 6:23 left. Saxon, left side, Caton. Down low to Hughes. He's got his man pinned, turns, shoots, and scores. Jaden Hughes having a nice second half for the Knights. Full court pressure now. Schul fouled from behind by Fotheringham, and kind of just a unnecessary reach foul. Schul was well by him. So second team foul on Lone Peak, second foul on Fotheringham. So again, full court pressure. Lone Peak's got to find something. They've cut the lead to 18. First time they've been under 20 in a while. So Schul into the corner. Smith leaves it back out to Schul. Smart burns some time. Hewish to Schul. 20 on the shot, 24 on the shot. Hewish is double teamed. Saxon Young. Tuck Howe down low. Smith open. Shot good. Back up to a 20-point lead. Jump shot. Brimhall shot no good. Rebound Lehi. Tuck Howe's got the ball at midcourt. Brimhall with another foul. And again, he gets his money's worth. When he's called for a foul, it's pretty much a no-doubter. Hewish against Caton into the front court. He's double teamed. He finds Howe. Turnaround jumper to the free throw line. Good. Again, Lehi doing a great job of finding the open man. Lone Peak setting double teams at the ball handler, and they're just able to convert. So Saxon Young from 30, shot short. Schul rebounds. He'll hold. Caton picks up Hewish. He gives it to Schul. Schul's open into the corner. Finds Anderson for three. Money ball. Everybody's hitting tonight. And it's an 80-55 lead. Saxon Young fouled as he goes to the basket by Hewish. A lot of frustration on the Lone Peak side, but they're still out here battling. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. So Fotheringham works into the lane, goes to the basket. Left-hand layup, good. 4.5 in the ball game. Lone Peak stays in their full court pressure. Saxon Young with a nice steal, and he puts up the shot and scores. Second time he's done that tonight. Stole the inbounds pass and laid it up and in. So Isaac Smith down court's got it. Leaves it back to Hewish. Hewish all the way to the basket, into the corner. Anderson for another three, and he gets another three. Lehi's on fire tonight. Fotheringham with the offensive foul. He puts his shoulder right into Hewish. Tries to run him over and gets called. Brim Hall and Anderson are chirping at each other. 83-59, 3:51 left in the ball game. Lehi can do no wrong. Ball inbounded, down court. Smith to Reed. Reed fakes, up top to Howe. Back to Reed. Lone Peak still half-court trapping. Schul fouled by Brimhall twice. Cooler heads prevail. Schul did a nice job. He got fouled hard twice. He reached over, put his hand on the back of Brimhall, tapped him on the back. And Brimhall showed some maturity there, realized that no need to get things any more heated than they are. And he showed some sportsmanship there. So Schul hits his first free throw. I can't wait for the next matchup between these two teams. I can imagine it's going to be a battle. Lone Peak does not like to lose. Not like this. So Lehi up 85-59, 3:35 left in the ball game. Saxon Young, left side Fotheringham. He drives, kicks to the corner. Caton pump fakes, Schul. And the ball stolen on the cross-court pass by Anderson. So Griffin Reed picked up by Saxon Young. They go into the corner. Schul for three. He's got, off the front of the iron. Saxon all the way to the basket. Nice move. Shot good. Little one-hand crossover move by Saxon. Well, 3 minutes left in the ball game. 85-61. Schul looks for Anderson. He'll take another three, and it's a good. Anderson on fire here in the fourth. The ball knocked. They tried to go to Brimhall. He was unable to catch the high pass. And another turnover. Lehi's got it. Tuck out back door. Smith bounces out. Young with a rebound. He'll take a three and hit. Thought he was fouled. So with the score 88-64, 2:24 left in the ball game. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it here as well. Lehi fans celebrating here tonight. 2:24 left in the ball game, and they've got a 24-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Lone Peak now looks like they've pretty much brought in everybody from the bench. Capel on the floor. Amberry on the floor. Porter Belcher out there, Andrioli, and Logan Smith. So Schul, they go down low to Tuckhow. He'll jump. Shot no good, rebound fought for. Lone Peak's got it. Schul steals it away. He backs it back out. So Griffin Reed over to Schul. Under 2 minutes now in the ball game. Into the corner, Smith for three. His shot, no. Rebound. Capel's got it to the front court for Lone Peak. And he's fouled by Schul. Schul might have known that he had a sub coming in for him and committed that foul on purpose. Maybe not. But he's out. Yeager and Anderson leave to a big roar from their crowd after a dominating performance. Carter Hartman in, as is Lucas Richards for the first time tonight. Yeager also into the ball game. Andrioli drives strong to the basket. Shot no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Lehi. So Lone Peak will get it back. 1:36 left in the game. Ball inbounded. Capel's got it, works against Yeager, crosses him over, gets into the lane, floats, leaves it down low, ball's knocked away. On the floor. And a jump ball called. So Porter Belcher with Smith, and Lehi's got it. Under a minute and a half. Lone Peak back in a 2-3 zone. Griffin to Yeager. Back up top, they'll run some time. Yeager to the high post, gets it back, he'll pull from three. Got it! Everybody hitting tonight. So they're over 90 points, 91-64. A minute 11 left in the ball game, and Isaac Smith was fouled underneath, so he'll get a free throw. Derek Smith checks into the ball game, and Griffin Reed steps out. So Lehi poised to go to 7-9 on the year and 2-1 in region. Lone Peak will fall to 10-8 and 2-2. 92. We'll see if they get to 93. Yes, they do. Andrioli. 93-64 the score. Lehi in a blowout. Capel, turnaround jump shot in the lane, no good. Rebound, Yeager's got it. Down court, all by himself. Carter Hartman gets the basket. The place goes nuts. They're at 95. 44 seconds. Andrioli drives in. He's fouled. 95-64. 31-point lead, the biggest of the night. So Noah Gross into the ball game, and Isaac Smith takes a seat. Lehi able to get everybody into the ball game tonight. Ball inbounded. Amberry's got it. Goes down low. Andrioli, nice move underneath. Scores the basket. 95-67. Yeager, 25 seconds of shot clock off. They don't need to shoot again. Hartman to Yeager. Underneath, wide open. Beautiful pass. And Noah Gross gets a basket. And they've put a 97-point night up. 30-point lead for the Pioneers. Lone Peak's got it. 3 seconds. Andrioli with 1 second. He'll shoot. Shot does not count. And Lehi with a blowout win over the Lone Peak Knights. 97-67 is our score. So for me, Dave Harrison, my partner, Austin Bigelow, we appreciate you being with us tonight. Drive safe. We'll see you next week.